Hello, thank you so much for waiting, everybody. So sorry to be late for a bit. Okay, now we show the screen. Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Eva, for your response. And yesterday we learned this sentence, I think just one sentence, right? And then we will go ahead with another sentence. So at the first beginning, we can try to follow, to go through the sentence we learned yesterday, and then we go ahead.
However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah, however, someone who reaches the ultimate truth found a real solution. Okay, they discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things starting happening simultaneously. So let's focus on this sentence. Who would like to read and recite it? I'm waiting for you. Hello. So Aline, yesterday you attended lecture, right? And I'm not sure I'm right. This is what we learned yesterday, right?
Yes.
Just one sentence. I forgot. Sorry.
Two sentences.
And also this sentence.
Yes, one sentence.
Okay, I think it's one sentence. Yeah. The second sentence, I have no. Yeah, I have no idea about it. Okay, thank you so much for your confirmation. Now, Alpha, is your time to read and recite it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found the real solution. Larry said. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found the real solution.
Wow, exactly. Talented. And your time, let me check. Yes. Aline, you please.
Okay. Good evening, Enid and everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Read and recite it. Yes.
So great to hear you. Yeah, you please read and recite it.
Okay. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution. Okay. However, someone who, okay. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution. Thank you.
So you recited, right?
Yes.
Try again, please. Sorry, just now I was distracted. Sorry.
Okay. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution.
Exactly. Yeah, fantastic. Wonderful. And so, so Daisy, are you available now? Busy with your work, with the job?
Hello, I'm here. Okay, I will read and recite it.
Yeah, read and recite it. Yeah, please.
However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, recite.
Yes.
However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
And yesterday I asked you a question about the real truth. Would you like to find something to replace ultimate truth? Some word, some expression to express ultimate truth.
Someone who reached the ultimate truth.
Maybe you need to have a look of have an overlook of the whole paragraph, and you will know it. So would you like to have a quick look about the whole paragraph? Okay.
Yes, ultimate truth. Okay, found a real solution. Someone who reached the ultimate truth. You mean the answer is within this paragraph?
Yeah. Answer is not sure, but yeah, maybe from the context you will find something, similar to ultimate truth. To find a word in the Buddhism, find an expression to in the Buddhism to replace ultimate truth. Maybe you need to
Who reached the ultimate truth? I think the ultimate truth is to find the self.
Exactly. Yes, that's it. That's it. And I found this I found this article is real fantastic. It's really fantastic because there is a cultivation route. You know what I mean? Cultivating route pointed out by the comment of Annie, and especially related to the should be posted on the website, the English website, and actually the cultivating route is the similar to the introduction letter in the article Art of Living. So so is it clarify? Does it clarify?
Sorry, I cannot follow you. I don't know what kind of cultivating route.
Okay, I will check
it.
Yeah, I will check it for you. It's very interesting, and I found it very exciting. So today I like to share the opinion with you, all of you, and so I think this article is really powerful. Firstly, let me check I made all right. And then the Chinese meaning of this paragraph, I will check it for you. So Daisy, have you say something in the group? in the team.
Let me see. Let me check.
I just
Yeah, I can see the Chinese meaning.
yeah, the Chinese meaning is just from the translator to translation to deeper, and also and also show you the photo. Have you seen the screenshot snapshot?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the
Cultivating
snapshot is I made I made maybe the cultivating route guided by our commenter. Actually, they have the same. Yeah, they are in the same way. You choose you can have a quick look, okay? And firstly, they should and firstly they also said one person shouldn't kill shouldn't kill shouldn't not to steal, not to do sexual misconduct, and also not to tell lies, and not to intoxicants actually is not to drink alcohol. So the translation is not so precise, but the meaning is more or less. So that's it. And so these are related to to the 10 hosts and deeds, to related to the three primal precepts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then and then we can begin the meditation. I start with the respiration, a breath. And we didn't to control, we needn't to control our breath, but we just to focus on it, to look at how to get in, how to breathe out in that way. And also this is something about the method of meditation, and also introduced in some sutras. So this is something about the commenter's introduction, 禅定 meditation. And then also yoga, yoga has been found by I think the reference is from from some sutras such as the 宝语 sutra, and this reference just found by Aline, right? Aline, thank you for your help. So and actually yoga is a kind of meditation, through meditation to go to the how to express it, go to the ultimate truth. So tonight we learned the expression of ultimate truth. So that's the whole that's a whole cultivating route, whole cultivating route introduced by the commenter. Firstly, keep the precepts, such as do something related to house and deeds, and not to do the evil deeds. So that's it. We need to keep the precepts such as the 10,000 deeds and the three primal precepts, and then we can go ahead with the meditation. And and then we can go further. Yoga is a further meditation, and then to reach the ultimate truth. So this is the route guided by our commenter. Also, I found the similar expression in the article, Art of Living. So let's go ahead with the. So can you see my word? So Daisy, can you see my word document?
Yes.
And
English one.
And these are the 3 steps to training, to the training giving a meditation course. First, you must abstain from action. any action, physical, vocal, especially it means your body or your language, which disturbs the peace and harmony of others. One cannot work to liberate oneself from impurities of the mind, while at the same time, so this is the first one, and also not to kill, not to steal, not to commit sexual misconduct, not to tell lies, and not to use intoxicants. Intoxicants, it means a kind of another expression of alcohol. So this is the 5 precepts, 5 precepts. 5戒. This is the 5 precepts. So I think something related to our Carmen's introduction about the 10 wholesome days. Such as this, and then we will go ahead with to mastery over the wild mind by training it, and then breath. It helps us to 数息止观, it helps us to enter meditation. And then after these 2 steps, we will go ahead with to reach the ultimate truth. So that's it. I would like to express it in Chinese, okay? 就是说我们班里他在我们网站上，在英文网站上需要就介绍了我们这个修行的路线，要从5戒十善3具境界开始，是因为要防非止恶，要把我们的身和口这些东西都静下来，就是净化一下，就静止下来，以至于达到那个就是那个水什么那个浑浊的水，那个楞严经里面的那些方法，先那个搅得很浑的那个水先静下来，这是第一步。第2步就是要经过禅定，因为这个图片上也说了，禅定是什么？一切诸菩萨无碍清净智，皆依禅定，这一禅定生，对，这一禅定生，就是这样。Sorry, I made a mistake. To write 出处。OK， 这里就是说了，所有的佛菩萨的这个无碍的清净慧，就是清净的智慧是由禅定生的，有定生慧。所以说，他第1步就是把这个身口给静下来，第2步就是通过数息止观进入禅定，第3个就是在这个瑜伽他那个瑜伽，现在的瑜伽是一种类似于冥想的活动，再加上一些形体一些运动而构成的。那实际上瑜伽它有跟禅定息息相关的，就是有定生慧的这个过程才叫瑜伽。所以他的班里讲的这个路线就是这上面的，其实就是十善3具境界是一回事，禅定和瑜伽是一回事，最后达到灵妙通光，光遍法界，能够明白自信自信，而且还能够依自信的这个心体来发挥微妙的心用，就是这样的一个修行路线。其实他后面讲的这个 Art of Living 后面讲的正是这个路线，所以就是今天有去读它，把它通读几遍通读几遍的时候发现了。也在自己做网页做网页总感觉自己写的这个语言太专业了，就太佛法化了，以至于众生是很难懂的。所以就想到他用这里的语言来表达我们想表达的内容，所以我就想到那些高人，世界上很多高人，他们其实他的修行的思路、修行的思维跟我们班里是一样的，频率很相同，然后让我更产生了更多的兴趣，更大的动力去 学习班里所介绍的这一切，以及能够灵活运用这些世间的语言，把班里的意思，把班里的这个佛陀行事业给扩展开来。So that's my expression. It is really, really, really authentic. This article is really powerful, I think. So thank you for your understanding, everybody. So you know it now. Yeah, Daisy, you know what I mean now.
Yes, yes, clear. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
and
you for your explanation.
我觉得这一个是一个宝藏。这篇文章虽然说没有很长，但是它修行路线非常清楚，而且它的语言表达非常的地道。这就是既有佛法的这个宝贝在里面，又有世间的这个语言的表达在里面。所以大家一起加油哦！我们需要英语的这一块的人才来把我们的事业扩展开来。所以一起加油！ Thank you. Now let's go back to the ultimate truth. Okay, what we learned for today, and this is the topic, yeah, how to reach the ultimate truth. Yes, someone such as our Benny and some holy one, some saintly one, some saints, yeah, found the real solution, and then in the following they will introduce the real solution. Let's go to it. Okay, go for it. So he, it also means someone. So sometimes we use he to refer to, yeah, someone, anyone, yeah, in that way. So let's focus on it. Listen to it again.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
And I think it's very interesting. And this context is that in the last paragraph, last several paragraphs, it says it introduces that, yeah. Suppose the author can hire 3 secretaries. Do you remember it? And have 3 shifts. Yeah, everybody remind him for 8 hours in that way. Yeah, 24 hours. Yeah, a clock. And then when we are occupied or overwhelmed by the negativity, we will shout to the secretaries. But now there is another replacement, yeah, another method. But yeah, we within our body we can find it. Yeah, physically 2 things that happening simultaneously. We needn't to hire secretaries, but we can observe something happening within our body. So that's it. And there are some hands. To remind us, yeah, we get angry. We are in a negative mind. So now let's go ahead. So yeah, he discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically 2 things start happening simultaneously. So I think discover, we need to check it, right?
Discover. Discover.
Discover, it also means find. Found, okay, found. Check it into the dictionary as soon as possible.
Discover, discover, discover.
Discover. So this one is discover. And another one, so you know the meaning of it, discover, it means, and yeah, a first person to become aware that, yeah, the particular place or things and also you can see find something. So in that way, so here I think it's find. Yeah, he discovered that if he is the first person to discover, yeah, maybe the meaning is the first person to discover. If he's not the first person to find something, yeah, the discover can also work as the meaning of find. Yeah, very normal. Not that you can find, I can also find, but not discover the first meaning. So that's it. And he discovered that whenever any impurity we know it, right, arises in the mind physically, two things that happening. Okay, this word I think is really alone and many syllables within one word. Okay, here it is, paste. Simultaneously, check it.
Simultaneously.
Okay, sorry. And in the in the temporary society, I will not meal again, just simul. Yeah, it's very. It has been shortened. It has been shortened tenuously. TINE 10. Yeah. Okay, we can separate it in that way. TA 10. NE SLY simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
Oh, not simultaneously.
Simultaneously. Simultaneously. Simultaneously.
So that's it, simultaneously. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully you can practice at your end, okay? Simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
So that's it. That's the new words. Discover physically and also simultaneously. Simultaneously. So that's it. And the time for us to analyze the structure. Arlene, would you like to try? Is it so which kinds of sentence here? Simple, complex, or compound sentence? You please.
Yes, thank you. This is a complex sentence. And the subject is he, and the verb is discovered, and that leading object clause. Then in the object clause, the main structure is physically, two things start happening. Then there is whenever leading a adverbial clause of condition in the object clause. And in the object clause, the main structure physically is used to describe two things. Physically is used to describe things.
You think, yeah, you think it that way. You know, basically is an adverb, right?
Yes.
Adverb sometimes cannot to describe the noun, right? So just try it again and try to think over it again. Maybe you can find a solution, find a way to explain physically function.
Yes.
You know, adverb just can describe adverb itself and also can describe adjective and also can describe verb, right?
Yes.
So you know what I mean now?
Mm.
So physically, just to try to describe another attributes of word, not two things, but verb. So, you know, basically to use to describe start happening. How do you think?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are right.它这里为什么要把 physically 放在这里，放在这种位置里面？是因为它还要有一个这个形容，还有一个副词放，就是也要放进去。所以说，它要是 physically simultaneously 就是这样来，就是很对气，是不是？所以它副词的位置非常灵活，它可以放在句首，也可以放在动词的前面、动词后面，或者是句尾都是可以的。它为了不那么堆砌在一起，它就放在一个放在句首，一个放在句尾，看到了没有？呀，阿林，so
Yes.
yes，它就是其实实际上它是在修饰动词的，副词来修饰动词。副词能够修饰形容词，表示程度。very much，very sorry，very expensive 啊，那个 very 它就是来修饰这个 expensive。然后副词修饰副词就是 quite well。如果 well 是就是 you did it quite well，那 well 就是指副词自己。然后 quite well，quite 就更是副词，也是一个程度的。那现在这里的是副词来修饰动词，它就是说怎样开始呢？怎样开始了呢？是生理上的开始，就是这个意思，从生理层面的开始，所以它也是来修饰这个动词 start doing something。So yeah, would you like to summarize it again? The main clause is what, and then the details. So Aline, would you like to try again?
Okay. This is a complex sentence. The
Yeah.
main structure is he discovered that, and yes, and there, the subject is he, the verb is discovered, and that is the object clause. That something is the discoverer's objection and in the object clause
Yeah.
there is a adverbial clause and a main structure, main sentence. The main sentence is two things start happening. There is an adverb to describe the verb start, and simultaneously to describe start or the whole sentence. I'm not sure.
Yes, both are okay. Actually, I think still start happening because we should keep the principle. Yeah, sometimes most time adverb just describe predicate, also the verb. Yeah, okay. Hopefully you can understand it. Yeah, so just put one adverb at the first beginning and then put another in the end. So that's it.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Yeah, you know, whatever any impurity arises in the mind, this is the adverbial clause of, I think it's condition, okay, time, whatever. Yeah, I think time is okay, condition is also okay. He discovered that any impurity, if any impurity in the mind, yeah, it can be replaced by if, so it can be treated as yeah, adverbial clause of condition. Thank you so much. And yeah, everybody clear now, I think, right? Yeah, Elva, you can, because in the past we spent a lot of time in learning English, nothing else. So if you work harder in the future, you will shorten the time and you will become proficient. Yeah, the best proficient among us, I think, Elva. No problem. So that's it. Now time for us to practice, follow it as much as possible.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Simultaneously, okay. Just you keep silent on you simultaneously. Okay, 3 more times.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
So that's it. And time for us to practice triple times as well. First, we listen to it and then followed by triple times, okay? Yeah, beginning with Aline. I will play it for you.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Aline, you please.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any purity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Okay, I need your attention to practice it separately for three more times, okay?
Simultaneously.
Okay.
Simultaneously. Simultaneously.
Yes, follow it, please.
Simultaneously.
Exactly.
Simultaneously. Simultaneously.
Yeah, and the stress, the most stressed syllable is tenuously. So just put it here. And the second is so simultaneously. Tenuously first, and then simultaneously. Yeah, you did it. Thank you so much. So would you like to read it again? To put simultaneously in the, okay, in the sentence again, please.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any purity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yes, just we
Yes.
yeah. We can
Simultaneously.
simultaneously. Yes, exactly. One more time.
Simultaneously. Simultaneously. Yes.
One more time. The
He
whole sentence.
discovered.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Exactly. Yes, simultaneously. You're amazing. Thank you, Aline. Now is your time, Elva. I'll play it for you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Please.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah, two more
He
times.
Yes, thank you. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah, one more time.
Okay, thank you. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yes, actually, I think, yeah, Alva, you made a big progress in your English learning, especially your pronunciation and also the fluency. Yeah, you did so well. Thank you so much. Congratulations. During the past, actually, you work hard. You are interested in it, right? Perfect. Thank you. Now it's your time, Daisy. Are you still with us?
Yes.
Okay, play it for you and then 3 times
Okay.
to follow up.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
You please.
Okay. I discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. Okay, thank you.
Wow, enjoyable. And let's check it that, okay, listen to it together. I'm not sure.
He discovered that whenever any
So we need to separate it here. He discovered that whenever that we try to adjust our habits. Yeah, our habits. Yeah, he discovered that whenever. So I will play it for you again, Daisy, to follow up again, okay?
Okay.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
You please.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Gorgeous.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
talented. You're talented. That's it. Yeah, try our best. I also, yeah, in the past, I also said, yeah, he discovered that. Blah, blah, blah. Actually, that should link with the clause, subclause, subordinate clause. So that's it. Thank you so much for your practice, your attention. Now, your time. Jean, thank you for your waiting. You always at last because your surname is W. Okay. W, yeah, it's so W U is so, yeah, at last for 26 letters. All right, I will play it for you.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
You please.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurities arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Wow, simultaneously. Yeah, fantastic. You did so well. 2 more times, please.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurities arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah, one more time.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurities arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you. So, Angel, are you still with us? Can you try?
Hi.
Okay. Listen to it
Mm.
first. Okay, I will play it for you. So firstly, I like to listen to you to read this word, okay?
Simultaneously.
Would you like?
Simultaneously.
Wow. What a
Simultaneously.
surprise. And what a surprise. Yeah, you did it so well. Thank you.
Simultaneously.
And once again.
simultaneously.
Exactly.
Simultaneous.
Yeah. Excellent. Now let's go back to the sentence.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
You please, Angel.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physical two things start happening simultaneously.
Yes, excellent. One more time. Two more times, sorry.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physical two things start happening simultaneously.
Exactly.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physical two things start happening simultaneously.
Yes, amazing you are. Yeah, how incredible. Exactly, you did so well. And yeah, two things that just one is two things start. Yeah, just one is two things start. Yeah, you did so well. Thank you. Listen to it and pay more attention to that. And also two things start. Okay, listen to it.
Discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening.
Two things start. It's much easier. Yeah, you did so well. Thank you. Angel. Now time for us to recite it. Who are ready? Who noisy? And who would like to be the first one to read it? Recite it. Wow, Elva, good memory. You please.
Okay, thank you. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. Larry said. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, any impurities arises in the mind. I'm so sorry. Can I try again?
Yeah, have a glance at it. No worries.
Okay. Thank you. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah, you recited, right? Gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Elva. Okay, your time, Daisy.
Yes, okay. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
So fluently, yeah, professionally. So I can hear the details, two details such as that and discover that whenever any impurity, blah, blah, blah. And the other thing is two things start. Yeah, you did so well. Amazing you are. Okay, Aline, your time.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah, actually the first two times right. Yeah, okay. Just awaken it.
Yes.
Simultaneously, yes.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. Yes, thank you so much. Jing, your time, you please.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically, two things start happening simultaneously.
Oh, yes, genius. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, at an easy way. At an easy way. Yeah, in an easy way. At ease. You did so well. All right. Yeah, Angel, would you like to read or recite it?
Read it.
Okay, please.
Okay. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physical two things start happening simultaneously.
Yeah, physically. Yeah, just L-Y, lily. Physically. Yeah, would you like to try again to read it again?
He discovered physically.
Physically, no problem. Yeah, the whole sentence. He discovered, blah, blah. Yeah, please.
He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously.
Yes, advanced. Yes, amazing you are. Okay, thank you so much. I will read and recite it. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. Okay, I will recite it. He discovered that whenever whenever any impurities arises in the mind, physically two things that happening simultaneously. So that's it. And several times left, and I think we need to go back to the whole paragraph and to have have an outline in the mind. Okay, just pay more attention to it. Okay, and Aline, you first to read it through.
Okay, thank you. However, someone who reads the ultimate truth.
Sorry, I will zoom it. Okay, please.
Okay. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. One is that the breath loses its normal rhythm. We start breathing harder whenever negativity comes into the mind. This is easy to observe. At a subtle level, a biochemical reaction starts in the body, resulting in some sensation. Every impurity will generate some sensation or the other within the body. Thank
Yes, chemical change within the body. Yeah, interesting. Thank you. Now, Alpha, your time.
Okay, thank you. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found the right solution. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. One is that the breath loses its normal rhythm. We start breathing harder whenever negativity comes into the mind. This is easy to observe. And the subtle level, a biochemical reaction starts in the body, resulting in some sensation. Every impurity will generate some sensation or the other within the body.
Exactly, amazing. And next time, yeah, you just tell me how to pronounce this word again. So
Subtle.
Yeah, okay. You did it now. And just nob, subtle. Okay. So your time, Daisy, you please.
Thank you.
Okay. However, someone who reached the ultimate truth found a real solution. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. One is that the breath loses normal rhythm. We start breathing harder whenever negativity comes into the mind. This is easy to observe. At a subtle level, a biochemical reaction starts in the body, resulting in some sensation. Every impurity will generate some sensation or the other within the body. Thank you.
Yes, perfect. Your time, Jim.
Okay.
Please, busy with your children, with the
Yes.
kids. Okay. You please read it again.
Yes. However, someone who reached the utmost truth found a real solution. He discovered that whenever any impurity arises in the mind, physically two things start happening simultaneously. One is that their breath loses normal
Yes.
rhythm.
Uh-huh.
We start breathing harder whenever negativity comes into the mind. This is easy to observe. At the subtle level, a biochemical reaction starts in the body, resulting in some sensation. Every impurity will generate some sensation or the other within the body.
Yes, exactly. Yes, thank you so much. And so we will stop here, okay? And check how to read this. Yes, subtle, not just subtler. I think it's listen to it.
At a subtler level.
Subtler,
Oh,
subtler.
subtle,
But just keep
subtle.
silence, just like this one, okay? Subtler. Okay.
Oh, subtle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy,
Subtle.
right? Subtler.
Yeah, yeah. Subtle.
Subtler
Yeah.
level.
Listen to it carefully.
At a subtler level.
At a subtler level, yes, that's it. I also need to learn from it. So that's all for tonight. Yeah, I really enjoyed the past hour. Thank you, everybody. Catch up tomorrow night. Bye bye.